All right, you guys ready for this? Hey Google, turn on everything. Yo. That's not good. Anyways, basically, yeah, in today's video, we will be going over everything that I have in my gaming setup, in case you guys were curious. One thing to note is I started this Amazon store. So anything that you guys see in the video will be in my Amazon store. But the only thing is, I do earn commissions. It says right there. I don't know if can you guys see it? It says right there, earns commissions. So a fella will get paid if you guys buy anything, okay? I am an affiliate of Amazon, whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna push something to you guys if I don't like it. Because for example, I do not like this microphone. And we will not be including this into the store because I've had so many problems with it. I've had so many people tell me that I'm too quiet. I've had moments where like I plug it in and like you guys can't hear me on stream. So yeah, absolutely do not recommend this. This is the Logitech GX Mini. I recommend just a standard Logitech microphone. So if it has RGB. All right, so yeah, this is basically the entire setup. We're gonna be talking about everything in this video. I got my keyboard here, got my mouse. So yeah, this is basically how I play. This is how I stream. So I got like my streaming software up in case you guys are curious how that looks. This is where my chat is. And then if I'm streaming on like another platform, I'll have another chat right here. But anyways, let's get into all these products, shall we? I got like this smart power strip, which is pretty cool. Like, hey Google, turn off RGB. Give it a minute. There you go. That took a while, but yeah, that power strip controls a lot of power in my room. And I also have a power strip back there that controls the ugly light and controls my fan and stuff. So it's pretty cool. Going from right to left, I got like this mug from 2018. The OGs know about this, by the way. This is the bunny girl from Fortnite. We got her as a cup. W item, by the way. I got a spare PlayStation controller. I got the Switch down there. This is where I charge my stuff. I got a couple things that my girl got me down there. I got packages that I haven't opened yet. I got this microphone arm. So that's the brand of the company. Definitely recommend this. It's a really solid microphone arm. If you guys have any questions about it, just, you know, let me know on stream or whatever. But yeah, you can angle this however you want. You can like move it out of the way. It's such a great microphone arm. All right, and this RGB light, it's actually a light that I got from the TikTok shop. I actually got two of them. Okay, my two favorite artists right now, and pretty much of all time, have always been Halsey and Post Malone. So shout out to those two. That's why they got vinyls and stuff and like Funko Pops. At the very top right there, I have Christmas lights. I keep these up year round because honestly, it just takes too much effort to just take it down. So it just stays up the whole time. This is my old keyboard. I believe it's the An Pro, if I'm not mistaken. Currently, I'm using the Corsair K60, which, by the way, on the shop, I got the K65 because apparently they don't make the K60 no more. The big difference is the K65, you get the arrow keys. You get the arrow keys right here because this one misses them. So I kind of don't recommend a 60% keyboard. Definitely get a 65%. But yeah, like me personally, I don't use the function keys. I don't use a number pad. You know, if I'm using numbers, I'm just gonna tap the numbers at the very top. Oh, by the way, this board is a board from IKEA. It's not from the Amazon shop. It's called the Skadis. I'll put like the text on the screen right here. So if you guys are interested, you guys can get this from IKEA. Basically, you just drill it into the wall. So there's like two little screws holding this up. This is my old mouse. Basically very similar to my new mouse. It really doesn't look too much different. But the big difference is that I believe this logo glows and then instead it glows like that. So yeah, that's kind of like the big differences between these mice. This is the G502. This is like a pretty popular mice that a lot of people use in gaming. For me, the big thing is just like all the buttons. Like you literally have buttons right here. You can go left, right. You have a button there, you have a button there. And it's like all customizable. So you have like, I think it's maybe like 11 or 12 buttons. So it's way more than like your standard mouse where maybe you have like 3 or 4 buttons. A lot of you guys look at me weird whenever I use like backspace for my pickaxe. But yeah, it's literally like I literally got so many buttons bound. So yeah, this is absolutely like a W mouse. Definitely recommend it. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is this. This is the Razer Steam X. I don't believe that they sell it anymore, so I'm gonna put like the equivalent down in the description below. But it's so cool. Like I can come here, I can like press a button and I can switch my camera to like whatever I want. All right, let's talk about these screens, shall we? So the first screen, if you even call this a screen, this is an iPad Pro that I got from my girl. She got it like 4 years ago or something like that. So yeah, I just keep Discord open. Right here, this is a 120 hertz 1080p monitor. And then right here, this is a 4K 60 hertz monitor. Now, the main reason why I'm making this video is because this monitor will be getting replaced probably in about a week or so from now. And I kind of want to review the new monitor because there's not many reviews on YouTube about it. And then this is a monitor that I may replace because like sometimes it gets burn-in. But this one's definitely getting replaced because it has burn-in. If you guys don't know what that is, let me show you. Okay, I wonder how well my phone's gonna capture it. It looks like it's capturing it already, but you guys see like this white line right here? So basically what burn-in is that your monitor will take a picture that you've had up on the screen forever and it will just permanently put it onto your display. Yeah, I'm literally getting scammed in my own chat and I'm not even live yet, bro. I'm literally getting scammed. I got a moderator that's saying he's gonna dislike the video or dislike the stream. What a scammer, bro. Anyways, the next thing I wanted to show you, I got a beauty light and it's so cool because you can control it with the mouse. That's kind of the beauty of buying like very similar products. So if you guys end up going with any type of products, I pretty much recommend Logitech or Corsair if there's like one type of brand you want to put in your whole room, because yeah, it's so cool being able like to be in a game or whatever and like I look to my left and like I just don't look bright enough, like I look pretty dark, so I can just come over here and like I can literally be in the middle of a fight and just like turn on the light and I know like the viewers are going to be able to see me better. So that's pretty cool. All right, so right next to the beauty light I got the Osbot camera. Now they don't sell this model anymore. They have this new model, it's called the SE. Now I recommend this brand. Remember how I said stick with Logitech? Do not get their webcams. I repeat, do not get their webcams. Everything else that they make is pretty solid. But yeah, when it comes to a webcam, I recommend this one. And the reason why is most Logitech webcams, they're 30 FPS, and most webcams on the market are 30 FPS. But if you get something like this one's great. Mine was actually 60 FPS instead of 100 FPS, but that's fine. Because the thing is, you want a 60 FPS webcam. If you're playing a game in 60 FPS and you're streaming it in 60 FPS, you want to make sure everything's 60. If you get a webcam that's 30 FPS, dude, you're I had this problem for years. Your microphone will not sync up with the webcam. So yeah, if you're thinking of streaming, make sure to get Osbot. I 100% recommend this product. If you guys want something very similar to this webcam, get that one. One minor thing that I got recently, I got a monitor arm, so it's pretty cool. It's got like cable management, although you can't really tell, but it has cable management like on the backside under here. It's got cables that run underneath this, so it's great. You can like move it up or down, you can move it like left or right. You know, it's a monitor arm that's not too expensive, but it's just right. It's so much better than just having like the monitor, like I don't know what you call it, monitor stands on my desk. This has freed up so much room on my desk, by the way. Which one thing I really haven't mentioned, this right here and this right here, this is a computer that I got from work. I used to be able to do a lot of my work from my gaming PC, which I got right here. And unfortunately, my job for like security reasons, oh, bro saying hello. For security reasons, they told me I had to get a laptop. So yeah, that's why I have like a lot more cables on my desk. Dude, this used to look clean. There used to be like 2 cables on this desk. And now look, I got like freaking 5, 6, I got 6 or 7 cables. I got so many cables, bro. All right, in terms of headsets, I recommend either this headset or the PlayStation Pulse headset. So for the PlayStation Pulse, I have the older version, and I've had PlayStation Pulse headsets probably for maybe, I'm gonna show my age here, probably for about 13, 14 years now. I 100% recommend the Sony headset brand. if you have a PlayStation. But if you have an Xbox, you can get this one. This one's SteelSeries. I have used this on stream before to both play and to also, I believe I've used that mic before to stream. So yeah, those are basically like backup headsets. If you guys are a streamer and you want a really good pair of just like headphones for streaming, this is the one to go for. So overall, if you need to like talk to people, you know, you need one of those two headsets. If you're a streamer and you already have a microphone, I recommend this headset. This is a noise canceling headset. Dude, I put this on and I barely hear like the cars come by. I can barely hear like Laura, my basically wifey. I can barely hear her come in the room. You want a noise canceling headset whenever you game or stream or whatever, because you are able to lock in. Also, if somehow you didn't catch my gaming PC setup video, I actually recorded the whole process of building this PC. If you guys are curious for the parts. Overall, I mean, it's a good PC, but building a PC with the same parts now, I mean, it won't be as great. So I won't really recommend or put any parts down in the description below. But if you guys have any questions about building PCs, just let me know and I will share that with you. But yeah, overall, I just think the parts are too old. I mean, some of those parts are like 3 or 4 years old now. So yeah, I wouldn't really recommend anything. All right, so let's kind of go down here. So down here, I got like a GoPro. I got a pretty cool thing. It's a microphone that records in both directions. I'm still not really sure if I recommend this or not, because sometimes there is a buzz in the quality. So I'm not really sure if I'm gonna recommend that one or not. This right here, this is a Rode microphone. It doesn't have any buzz in it, but the only problem is it only records one direction. What's cool about this is you can record both, you know, yourself, as well as like someone in front of you or like a car or, you know, whatever. You can record something in front of you with this one. Down here, I got a charger for my camera. This is the charger I use, and then I have 2 spare batteries. So if I'm doing like a really long like vlog or car video or whatever, I have 2 spare batteries. And then down here, I got my drone. This is the DJI Mini 4 Pro, which by the way, if you're thinking of getting a drone and you live in the US, you better do it pretty soon, because they may get banned. All right, I kind of forgot about this thing. This is an RGB speaker. It's way better than like a monitor speaker, and you can like change the color to like whatever you want. So it's pretty sick. I definitely recommend like getting like a little RGB speaker like this. All right, so right here, I have a Anker. All right, so right up here, I actually have a Anker power bank. So it's pretty cool. It shows like the health of the battery. This cable is kind of like a loop, and it's a USB-C cable. So if you have anything USB-C, you already have the cable with you on the power bank. So I've used this to fast charge my drone. It's 30 watts of charging, so it fast charges your phone or your drone or whatever you got in your backpack pretty quickly. All right, what's funny is a lot of people don't know that I have a PS5. I mean, it's kind of low key and I hardly ever use it. Whenever I game or stream, I pretty much use this PC. And from this PlayStation, I played GTA 5. Of course, I'll be playing GTA 6, and I played Red Dead Redemption 2 from this. And honestly, I want to say that's pretty much it. This is basically a Rockstar machine. I really haven't used it for anything else. And whenever I do play PlayStation titles or play my PS5, I use this controller. This is the Edge. This is like their pro version of a controller. What's really great is these switches right here. You can control like how much they can go up and down, which is pretty sick. And you also get like these little paddles here on the back. Honestly, when it comes to paddles, I definitely like the Scuff controller paddles more, but this one isn't too bad. Definitely recommend getting a pro controller. What's cool too is you can switch out the sticks. So if you get like what do you call it, stick drift, you can just pop this little guy out and you can replace like the whole mechanism to fix it, which is pretty cool. Oh, another thing that I got down there too, this is a CyberPower battery bank. Essentially, I don't know what you really call it. It's a surge protector. Basically, like if I lose power, this whole setup will not die. This setup will continue to run. This can power my setup if I'm gaming at least 15 minutes. If I'm just like casually just like watching a YouTube video or something, it will run my Wi-Fi, my monitors, my gaming PC. It will run all that probably for about an hour. So it's actually clutch. If everything's off, my Wi-Fi is plugged into this. I will probably have Wi-Fi for about 3 or 4 hours. So yeah, if you guys deal with a lot of storms, or if you guys deal with like a power outage that even lasts a second, I recommend something like this. Again, I will link that below, but yeah, this thing is clutch. I used to have so many problems where like I would have a good stream going, I would have like 10 plus viewers or whatever, and everything's going great, and then I would lose power for a second, and then everything would turn back on, but I would have to wait 10 minutes for the Wi-Fi to turn back on, and then I would have to turn back on my PC. My PC would give me problems because it said you just turned it off without, you know, properly turning it off. It was a mess. 100% it was a mess. So yeah, definitely recommend something like that. You guys may be curious, but this is a mouse pad from Desker. No affiliation there, so yeah, definitely recommend it. This is their largest mouse pad, by the way. All right, and behind me we got a few things. We got like the snack area. Right here I got a printer. We got Christmas Pikachu, but he is here year round. I never move him. We got Spider-Man right here. I got a fan that I can control with a remote, which is pretty sick. And then we got my ugly tree. We got the YouTube light. And then you may be wondering, bro, what is all this? This is my girl's art desk, and she doesn't even use it. She will literally grab a pen from here, and she will take it into the living room, and she would rather draw on the floor. But yeah, basically, all this stuff behind me, I couldn't tell you what half of the stuff is because this is mostly hers. I think that's Red Hood. But yeah, I don't know half the stuff. This is my girl's stuff, basically. Oh, and by the way, this is actually a sit/stand desk. So it's pretty cool. It can rise. I set up my cables in such a way to where I'm good. Like, no matter what, it's not like a cable will get unplugged or anything like that. I got like super long cables for everything. That way this whole setup works. And by the way, I do have drawers like underneath here as well that we ended up taping underneath. But the one thing is about this desk, there's like a little bit of a gap right here. Let me see, where's the best spot to show you? You see right there, there's a gap. So it's actually 2 planks of wood. And unfortunately, this side is a little bit higher. Like this side is a little bit higher than the other side. So there are some times where I run my mouse and it will literally just kind of like go down. You know, it's like it's gliding and it will drop off. So that's why sometimes you may see that I miss. And it's not because I suck. It's because of the desk, okay? I promise it's the desk, okay? So ultimately, I don't really want to recommend this desk to you guys just due to the fact that it's 2 different pieces. I would much rather you guys find your own sit-stand desk that is like one whole piece. Those are a lot better, trust me. Again, you know, if you got any questions, if you see something and you're interested in it, or you see something and I didn't link it, let me know. We'll talk about it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and yeah, hopefully in about a week or 2 from this video, you guys will see my new monitor, which is gonna be crazy, dude. It's gonna be a monitor I've never experienced before. So I'm low-key kind of worried, but I'm excited at the same time. All right, I'll catch you guys later.